today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, this is Madden NFL 21. Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return.
Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Rivers now from the 50. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Right there.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now KJ Osborne. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Play fake. Cousins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Vikings nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey,
on the delay, here's Hines. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Johnson made the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Ball carrier.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Rivers. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's got his man Hilton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run on first down. Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Osborne. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, the Vikings offense going back to work. In 2019, that was a 10-6 season, a win in the wild card round at New Orleans. But it's kind of been a team, Charles, that's never really been able to get over that proverbial hump. What do you see from them in 2020 and what will no doubt be a tough NFC North?
Well, I see them contending again for a division crown and trying to get over that proverbial hump that you talked about. Remember, that big win in New Orleans last year in the wild card round, that fueled them, but then they ran into the best team in the NFC, San Francisco, in the next round. So they've got to find a way to win enough games and play at home, I would believe. Now, they lost Stephon Diggs, their #1 receiver, to Buffalo, but they drafted Justin Jefferson out of LSU to take his place, and they did lose a number of guys on defense, but their head coach, Mike Zimmer, He's a wizard on that side of the ball. He'll fill in for the loss of Everson Griffin and Xavier Rhodes and Linval Joseph. He thinks he's got enough pieces in place to still be awfully good.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Throwing again on second down. Cousins, that's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And it's third down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Cousins again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He was good, strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
Cousins pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
at their own.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Complete to Nyheim Hines.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On the give, this is Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Rivers. There he goes inside the 30. He's got Jack Doyle. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Options galore here, second and a few inches. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Osborne. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for only a couple.
To Adam Thielen. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Osborne. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And now out comes Minnesota. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 53 is mine. Watch the slant. 53 is the Mike. 53, check, 53.
Again, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Colts' 13-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cousins again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.